What is up, Transformers family? Welcome back to another episode of George Reviews. Today on George Reviews, I'll be taking a look at Hasbro's 1985 Constructicon Mixmaster. He is number 4 on our countdown as we go through the catalog of Transformers that Hasbro gave us in 1985. I'm going to start by telling you the Mixmaster and most of the Transformers came from a pre-existing toy line, the Diaclone toy line. But jumping back to 1985, Hasbro has the license for the toys. We are taking a look at his alt mode right now. His alt mode is based on a Nissan Diesel CW340 cement mixer. Okay, so back to what Hasbro intended for this figure. He came packaged on a blister card in 1985 in the United States. He was released in different markets around the world, so the packaging kind of varied, but he was not in a gift set yet. He was in single packaging. I believe in Japan he was packaged in a small rectangular box with a little small styrofoam insert, and depending on the region it slightly varied, but the gift set had not arrived yet. But on that blister card of the packaging all around the world, we got a bio for what Hasbro intended us to play with fantasy with this figure. What wanted to know about his personality, his attributes. So I'll start by reading his file card for you guys now. Mixmaster Constructicon. Function: materials fabrication. Model: how strong the steel, how quick the conquest. Nothing is safe from him. He will use anything from unliving rock to living robot to make his new materials. Uses acids, bonding agents to reduce and combine almost anything inside mixing drum. A chemistry lab on wheels. As left leg module combines with fellow Constructicons to form giant robot Devastator. Now let's take a look at his technical readout. It reads: strength 7, intelligence 6, speed 3, endurance 8, rank 4, courage 6, firepower 7, and his skill is a 9. Alright, let's get Mixmaster off the turntable and take a closer look. Okay, this is Mixmaster's alt mode, the cement mixer. We'll take a closer look at the detailing. He has a molded door right here. Not a lot going on. What used to be a chrome grill, it is tattered. This is my vintage Mixmaster from my childhood. I think it's pretty good for considering I had this thing in the dirt, the mud. I would have to clean it off. Like, the stickers are gone, long gone. But the memories in this dang on figure, boy. But a lot of my toys, most of my toys I gave to my cousin when I got older, including guys like Optimus Prime. But I did not give away my Constructicons. I just love these guys to death. My first combiner ever. Ooh, look at the back. This used to be a rub symbol. And funny thing is, it's trying to activate. It's smeared, but it is trying. You can sort of kind of make it right there, the Decepticon logo. Wow. Also, while in the truck mode, you can see he used to have chrome. You can still see a little bit on his wheels. All the way around. I mean, this was once a really good looking figure in truck mode. This is where the cement would come out and be poured. It has the top portion where you would add the powdered cement to the mixing drum. The mixing drum rotates. Still, I should do that so many times as a kid. See how fast I can get it to go. Still rotates. And underneath you can see his face hanging out, but it cleans up pretty good. Other than his face, you know, you probably couldn't tell it was a robot underneath. And this is pretty much it for his vehicle mode. Let's check out how he rolls. Rolls pretty good. Like the cab on this one, it kind of sags down. When I was doing a stop motion, it kept sagging. It's kind of hard. But man, a lot of love was shared with this toy right here, man. Turntable, he has an attack mode. You can take his weapons and plug them up to the top. And on the cartoon, the Generation 1 cartoon, he was always pulling some type of cannon out the top, shooting lasers or liquids, corrosive acids, same thing. But he was always pulling something out the top. But it pegs in either hole, and the other weapon pegs in both holes. And you can combine attack mode. Now these smaller weapons, these missiles plug in for his robot mode. We'll get to that because we're going to get to the robot mode right now. Alright, before I jump into the robot mode, I'm going to get a few comparisons out here. Here's the Constructicon leader, Motormaster, and these guys scale excellent next to each other. And who says there's no scale in the G1 toy line? Bam! Speaking of scaling, Autobot Mini Spy works perfect. Here he is with Huffer. Huffer's a little bit larger, but you know, trucks vary in size. Astro Train in locomotive mode, not bad at all for scale. Generation 1 Inferno. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. We kind of losing scale. Autobot Jazz and just damn. That's just not fair. That's not fair. Here he is with G1 Blaster, and the prop guy just must be a GoBot fan. Right now, get Mixmaster transform is fairly simple. You slot out the legs, you rotate the giant foot, retract the legs, and pop the arms out, and bam, we are done. My arms are pretty loose on this guy. And take a look at his robot mode. It's the truck just basically stood up. Basically, and he is the only flawed Constructicon in my opinion where his feet don't separate. I truly wish they had slotted this and it was able, his feet were able to separate to have two different feet. I don't know if that's to help him stand up or secure it in Devastator mode. But man, he kind of has to hop around. But you know, with the box art and the cartoon drawing, they explain what it's supposed to be. But he is the one flaw to me in the whole set. Not that he's bad, but most of the combiner limbs from the Jasalts, like the Minosaur and the Aerial Bots and the Terracons, those guys, those limbs are terrible. Well, let's bring him closer, take a look at his face. Looks pretty cool, has some detailing on his forehead. The eyes and the mouth plate is all silver. Wish we could have got some red paint in there for the eyes or anything other than silver. And then he has this a dab of silver on his forehead that I have never noticed in all my life. Only underneath these lights and in the camera monitor have I seen this little silver on his forehead. He has a pretty cool chest, and again, he's missing the stickers. I believe the Decepticon sticker goes here. Coming down to his waist, pretty cool waist. He has separate legs, but he comes down to the box feet. And you can take his weapons. This is the gun that goes for Devastator, but they made it where he can utilize it too because it is double peg. One peg for his hand, the other peg for the Devastator combiner hand. And you can put his hand right here, but my joints are so loose that he's not going to, I need more energy. I'm trying, oh, damn. I probably could build up the joint, but I don't, it's not necessary. But I keep these guys in the box because of my original set, and I display the reissue Walmart as my shelf piece. And here is his main blaster. It looks pretty cool. Detailing on that. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if, I think this might be light enough for him to hold it. I don't know. And no. We try. We can get it in the air. He has a pretty good molded in hand. Some of these figures, especially the combiner limbs, some of the other toys, they just skip out on it. But he has a thumb and all four fingers right there, which is very, very cool. So he can do that. And his other accessories, he has this twin missile right here that we've never seen used on a cartoon. There's a launcher right here. He's meant to launch it, and oh, it actually worked. I was ready. I had a joke already for it not launching. And then he has the single missile. I'm not sure if that's plugging in. Let's see if we get that one to launch. And as you can see, they are chromed over the green plastic that covers the body of Mixmaster, and it has a lot of wear and tear. I don't think we've ever seen these used in a cartoon at all. And normally in a cartoon, if you pay close attention, they will try to reference the accessories, no matter how obscure, and even if it's for a brief moment, they try to show you the weapons to sell the toy. But I don't think we've ever seen these. But Mixmaster, let's take a look at his articulation and his arms 360, and that is it. The foot kind of pedals if you wanted it to. He can bend down, or you can get on his knees or whatever. I mean, that's all you get. Mixmaster was the second Constructicon that I picked up as a kid. Once I realized they were combiners, I tried to pick them up in order to build them from the ground up. I had a lot of fun with this guy, and I love the name Mixmaster. In 1985, the early 80s was like the rap explosion on the scene, and all the DJs were known as Mixmasters, and a couple of them actually had the actual name of Mixmaster. And man, you couldn't tell me nothing. It's Mixmaster, ICE. Oh man, like the toys link you to so many memories, man. Alright, before I continue on and get into my size up and rundown, I want to compare him in robot mode to the reissue of the anime version where he has the painted eyes and still has silver on the face. Looks much better, much more cooler. Turn him around, take a quick look. And just for fun, here he is next to the KB Toys exclusive Orange Generation 2 Mixmaster. Real quick, here he is next to Blot from the Terracons, and man, that thing is a blot on Transformers dumb. And here he is with Swindle from the Combaticons, and this is where I tell you that even to me the lesser of the Devastator limbs and combiner pieces are much better than the other combiner sets. I mean, like, look at these stumpy dudes. He's already a little guy, but I mean, just look at this shit here. I mean, I don't, man, damn. And Swindle has an excellent head and face thing, but look how big and wide and blocky that chest is, and just look at, damn. But as far as some buying tips, if you're looking for this guy, always try to buy any combiner set as the complete combiner. You'll save more money that way. But if you're looking for Mixmaster individually, you want to watch out for chrome scraping. Sometimes it can be helped. So when I made to find one that hasn't had the chrome scraped off from the chrome legs and the front grille in vehicle mode, sticker wear. But sticker wear tends to let you know it is a vintage Transformer, and the rub sign is intact. My rub sign is still kind of working, but it is torn up and tattered, but it lets you know it's vintage, it's original. Speaking of vintage, original, there are several versions of the KO reissue out there, but the vintage ones are only reissued twice by Takara. You hear me say this in every video. Twice by Takara and once by Hasbro at Walmart. So there's only 3 official reissues of this guys out there. Any other reissues you see are KOs. Oh, and KOs. Also, when you're buying him, we want to make sure he comes with his pistol, and that is his pistol. He comes with his 2 launching missiles and his blaster. And speaking of his launching missiles, he's the only Constructicon with a missile launching aperture in his body, and it shoots the missiles. Some of the other Constructicons launch missiles, but it comes from the Devastator connector parts. But this is actually built into Mixmaster. That's all I got for you guys. I want to thank everybody for watching another episode of George Reviews and interacting with me. And speaking of interacting with me, if you have any comments, negative, positive, advice, or corrections, please feel free to leave them all in a comment below, and I will get back with you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know how I'm doing and help me push forward to push out more reviews. And thank you.